In the heart of Umuozala, a quiet Igbo village surrounded by hills and ancient palm trees, peace seems to reign, but behind the serene feather of Chief Obiora's compound, there was a brewing storm. The compound was vast, with 3 separate houses for each of his wives, Nneka, Adaora, and Chika. It was a household born of polygamy, a life marked by competition, jealousy, and bitter rivalries. Chief Obiora, a wealthy and powerful man, had 12 children, all of whom fought for his attention and a share of his inheritance. But it was his 3 wives who borne the brunt of this competition. Nneka, the first wife, had been with him the longest and was the mother of his first sons. She was a woman of calm strength, raising her children with humility. Yet as Adaora and Chika entered the household, each seeking to outdo the other, Nneka's position in the family weakened. Adaora, the second wife, was a woman driven by ambition. She saw her children as the true heirs to Chief Obiora's wealth and would stop at nothing to secure their future. Chika, the youngest and most beautiful, relied on her charm and youth to win the chief's favor. But beneath her smile was a ruthless determination to outshine her rivals. Though Nneka had no interest in these games, her calm nature made her a target. Adaora and Chika could not understand how she managed to stay above the fray. In their eyes, Nneka's children were a threat. Together they formed a dangerous alliance, determined to bring her down. One evening, in the shadow of a palm grove, Adaora and Chika met under the cover of darkness. Their faces illuminated by the flickering light of a lightning were twisted with malice. They whispered their plot, hatching a plan to destroy Nneka's household. Their first mood was subtle. A missing goat accusation whispered in the village that Nneka's children had stolen it. Then came more rumors, whispers, of misfortune that seems to follow our family wherever they went. Soon the village began to believe that Nneka was practicing dark magic to weaken the other wives. Nneka's life became isolated. The villagers who once greeted her with respect now avoided her. The only ones who stood by her side were her children, especially her eldest son Chukwudi, a brave and rare young man. He saw through the lies but was powerless to stop them. Desperate to ensure Nneka's downfall, Adaora and Chika sought out the help of a powerful dibia, a fair witch doctor who lived deep in the forest. They paid him handsomely, asking for a curse to be placed on Nneka's children, hoping that this would finally eliminate their competition. Under the cover of night, Adaora and Chika made their way to the dibia's secluded shrine. The air was thick with the smell of herbs and smoke. The dibia, a tall man with piercing eyes, chanted in a language neither woman understood as he tossed strange powders into the fire. The flames grew brighter, casting elf shadows on the surrounding trees. Adaora and Chika watched with fearful fascination as the cause was sealed. The effects were immediate. Nneka's youngest child fell ill with a mysterious sickness that no medicine could cure. Her crops began to fail, and even her home seems to rot from within. The once bustling and warm household now felt cold and lifeless. But through it all, Nneka remained strong. She spent her days and nights praying at the family shrine, her hands raised to the gods, pleading for protection over her children. Chukwudi, furious at the injustice, comforted his father. "Father, don't you see what is happening? Adaora and Chika are plotting against us." But Chief Obiora, blind to the dark schemes unfolding in his household, dismissed his son's claims as mere jealousy. The curse that Adaora and Chika had placed on Nneka's family seems to work for a time, but they had not anticipated the cost. The more they dived into dark magic, the more they became haunted by their own actions. Adaora began hearing voices at night, whispers of the dead accusing her of betrayal. Chika, once vibrant and beautiful, now looked gaunt and angered, as if her soul was being drained. The paranoia grew. Both women became haunted by nightmares, visions of death and destruction, of their children falling ill, of their past evil catching up to them. Soon their own children began to suffer. Adaora's eldest son was struck with a strange illness, and Chika's beauty faded faster with each passing day. Desperate and unable to sleep, Adaora and Chika turned against each other. The bond they had fought through evil crumbled, and now they were trapped, each woman consumed by the fear of her own dismiss. The truth finally came to light when the Dibia, hungry for more payment, appeared at Chief Obiora's compound in broad daylight. His presence raised suspicions, and soon the scandal could no longer be hidden. The village erupted with rumors, and Chief Obiora, none aware of the treachery within his household, was devastated. Adaora and Chika, exposed and disgraced, were cast out of the compound, but it was too late. The gods had already decided their fate. The curse they had placed on Nneka's family have turned back on them. Adaora, overwhelmed with guilt, wandered into the forest one night, never to return. Some say she was taken by the spirits, others believe she perished in madness. Chika, broken and defeated, fell ill and died within days of Adaora's disappearance. With the death of Adaora and Chika, peace slowly returned to the compound. Nneka, though wrong, chose to forgive. Her children recovered from their heinous, and her cross began to grow once more. The village, shocked by the revelation, began to look at Nneka not as a victim but as a symbol of strength, a mother whose love and protection have shielded her family from the worst of evils. Chief Obiora, filled with regret, fell ill soon after. On his deathbed he called for Nneka, his once neglected wife. "I have failed you," he whispered, his voice weak. "I was blind to evils that took place under my roof. Can you ever forgive me?" With tears in her eyes, Nneka took his hand. "I forgive you, Obiora," she said softly, "not for your sake, but for the sake of our children, and for the peace of my heart." Chief Obiora died that night, leaving Nneka as the matriarch of the family. She ruled her household with grace and wisdom, and her story was passed down through generations as a reminder of the dangers of jealousy, the power of forgiveness, and the strength of a mother's love. In the years that followed, the village of Umuozala thrived once more, but on dark nights, when the wind howled through the trees, villagers would whisper of Adaora and Chika. It was said that voices could still be heard in the forest, warning others of the dangers of greed and jealousy. But as for Nneka and her children, they live on, building a legacy of resilience, love, and redemption.